everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you guys are new here, my name is Alexis and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today guys, first of all, don't mind me, I just woke up not too long ago and I'm basically getting ready for class. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup look. If you haven't noticed, like as of recently I've been wearing makeup every day since I got back to school, and I've been getting a lot of compliments on my makeup, so I thought I'd give you guys a little step-by-step tutorial what I do for my everyday makeup, what I used, and I guess my technique of doing things. Yeah, hopefully this helps somebody out because I know a lot of my friends and stuff don't know how to do their own makeup and want to do it every day. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so just general estimation for like how long this look takes. I mean, like this comes with time. Like I've been doing makeup since I was in middle school, so my time and stuff for things are a little different. The fastest I've ever done is 30 minutes, medium 45, max an hour if I'm really taking my time. First thing you need to do though is wash your face. Everybody has a different way that they like to start and do different steps. Like personally, eyebrows are the most important to me, so that's what I like to do. So that's what we're starting with. First thing you do with your eyebrows is just start combing them out. I have a mirror right here. If I keep looking over here, that's what that is. So I ran out of eyebrow product, so this is a good hack if especially if you don't have the money to start off. By the way, all my brushes are from Morphe, and then I have 3 Real Technique brushes. I take this Morphe M508 brush, and it looks like this. And I'll take these 2 shades in the Artistry palette, and I tap this. And I just kind of go back and forth and really coat the brush between these 2. First I start by outlining the brow, and then I start to fill it in progressively. Don't get so caught up like if it doesn't look that good in the beginning, because usually you have to fill it in and like it'll look better with time. Alright, I'm gonna do the other brow off camera, and then I'm gonna come back when it's time to actually conceal it. Okay, so now that I have them both done, like they look kind of especially in the front. Like I'll comb them out a little bit, just like you don't want them really dark in the front or really chunky or anything. Like you want a natural brow. Then what I do, I use my NARS concealer in the color Dark Cafe or Dark One. I use it directly just because it's mine. If you want and your thing is not as controlled, like this is really controlled, and I kind of prefer to use this. A good brush for this part would be like this one, this Morphe 224 brush. It's kind of like a round flat head, and like it's usually meant for like cut crease. And I sculpt the bottom of my brow. Just follow your natural shape. I mean, personally, that's what I like to do. This kind of matches my skin tone right now, so for me, it gives me like a good even base. So especially when I put on my highlighting concealer, or sometimes it can give me a great undertone if I just put it on directly. So that's why I use this as a base. But the key is to just use a concealer under your brow that's lighter, and then use foundation or a skin tone one on top. Yeah, and then just sculpt it at the top too. I care the most about brows. I feel like if your brows look a mess, the look is over, to be honest, because then if everybody's looking at your brows, they're not looking at your face. So, and then what I do, so I like to have a little highlighted brow. I take my Born This Way concealer by Too Faced in the color Maple, and I'll use the wand, like I said again, and use like the tip of it. It's kind of tilted, if that makes sense. And I'll dab it right here at the top of my arch. Just draw a slight line. Okay, then what I'll do, because the key is to making sure your concealer kind of dries a little bit and everything blends. So I use a lot of setting spray throughout this entire thing. So you spray it. The setting spray I use is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist by e.l.f. So what you're gonna do now, I use my Deluxe Crease brush from Real Techniques. It came in the like a three set face kit, so I just use it for my eyebrows. You always want to go for the driest part first. for the most part, because when it dries, I don't know, it just sets better, like it blends better and like it stays better all day. And I go through over the lines and I just blend it out.
I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I must leave a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to keep me.
Yeah, but make sure, but still kind of leave your eyes like in a relaxed state, because if not in a crease and you set it, it's gonna look to crease your entire time. Like, I like a smooth thing, so I just relax my lids. Next, for the lids, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it. So I use my Fenty setting powder in the color Coffee. It's the Pro Filter Instant Retouch setting powder. Really good for especially for like my dark skin girls. And I love me some Fenty. So like I just use whatever's left on the top because it's a lot and it goes a long way, but you really don't need a lot. So like I just tap whatever's on the top and then I dab it on the lids. This is just a nice way to set it. It's like a natural set, lightly over the whole lid. So what I use is this black ink liner by El Maquillage. Okay, so what I'll do usually, it just kind of depends on what look I'm going for today. So if you see my clothes in the back, kind of go for more of a 70s vibe. So we're gonna go slightly natural. Like I literally base my makeup off of whatever vibe I got for the day. That's what it looks like. It's just literally a basic black line. But while I wait, usually what I do, because you know, be smart on time, use my strip adhesive with Aloe Black by Kiss. Just got that from my local beauty supply store. And what I'll do is I'll go on and line my lashes with glue just so they can get tacky by the time I finish my eyeliner and put on mascara. At the top band, it's like a little top black band, but you put the glue at the top, not on the back part. That's the key. I used to do that for years. You don't put it on the back part underneath. No, you put it on the line right here at the very top. Like they need to look lifted so you can actually see the style of the look and they look fire. Just line both. And the key is to have your lashes be tacky. They're not tacky and they're not ready. So that's why it's good to like do your makeup and stuff while you're waiting. Because by the time it actually dries, like you'll know. It won't be that, like if it's black glue, it won't be gray anymore. It'll be dark black. That means it's tacky. If for white glue, it'll go on like, I think like white, but it'll dry clear. Like I said, in the meantime, while I wait, I just put on my mascara and my eyeliner. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, but I'm gonna show y'all real quick what I use. I use the Clinique High Impact Mascara, and it's good to put this on the bottom of your lashes just so like everything blends. You never know, like if makeup gets on your lashes and stuff, like you can see it and you don't want anything to look different. You want everything to blend. Always tilt them up and like just always have them on an angle because you're not trying to hit that back part. Like I said, you're trying to hit the very top of the lash. Okay, so I have to adjust it, so it's kind of, so what we're just gonna do is move on to the next step. What I like to do, use the Milk Hydro Primer. Put it right here, right there, forehead, chin. I don't know what brush this is by Morphe. It looks so wild right now. Bring it down, brush, and it looks like this. I just use it to put out my primer. It's really good to really hydrate and moisturize. I haven't bought any yet, so any primer. I didn't honestly start understanding what's the purpose of it all till recently, so I'm trying to find a good one. Also, set this in. So right now, I kind of have like hyperpigmentation in certain areas, so I'll use this as a base. Like I said, everything's the same color, so it's gonna be really good when I put on my foundation. I guess like color correction, but just concealer on the bottom. So I'll put it around my mouth. I was doing a new technique where like I would map out my face, but like I said, this gives a gray undertone or a gray tint for my skin, so it's best if I use like my neutral tone first and then add whatever else. Just blend everything out and make sure it's an even base all around. Guys, it's very important. Make sure you get your foundation on your neck, because some of y'all foundation will be matching, but like it'll fake it till you make it if you put it on your neck. Oh, by the way, this brush is the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. So the next step, like I said, is I like to put on my concealers first and then I put on my powder products. So just go here. We don't need a whole lot. Nose, chin, by the way, this is the Born This Way concealer in the shade Maple. So, and then you just let this dry. Like I set it in. We're just gonna wait, let this dry, and I'm gonna come back once it's dry. And now we're gonna blend it out and drag it and blend. Even if it's too bright, like the setting powder kind of brings it down a little bit. So the foundation, or at least my brow color that I use at the top, is not going to be the same. But I also don't think you should line your brows with the too light at the top too, because it gives a weird ashy thing, and that was a trend like in 2016, but not now. Everything needs to look natural and blend. So just blend closely. Everything needs to look seamless. Real quick, what we're gonna do is set everything in. This is the next one. Put it under your eyes. Just a light dust. If you go too heavy, then everything will look cakey, and that's not a good look either. Go around your mouth really good. And on the chin. I don't really go on the eyes, go lightly on the forehead. Make sure everything's blended up. Go back in your James Charles palette. For me, what I use, because you gotta be careful too. Everybody don't use the exact same color combinations. You just need to like kind of experiment with it, because for me, because I'm darker skin, a darker complexion, like I can use darker colors, but when I use like do makeup with my friends who are a lighter complexion, I usually kind of stay out of this dark brown. Maybe just use this and this. It just kind of depends. Definitely look up for your face shape. It kind of just depends on your face shape, because certain contour techniques are not gonna work. So I just go right here, but I know my lines. Baby. Just spread it out, but never stay in one spot too long, because you don't want it to be too dark. And never go too far in either. Like I just kind of keep it right here, this area, and have a inward motion, because then it kind of looks like everything's blended. Like I learned this when I went to like Sephora, I guess years and years ago. He told me go inwards. Like when you brush inwards, it's not as harsh lines. Some people have different opinions, but that's how I do it.
No scrub. A scrub is the guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend, trying to holler at me.
This from the James Charles palette, or James Charles brush collection, the Morphe E62, and it looks like that. That's how I contour my nose, using the same colors I used for my cheeks and stuff. So this is the key. You want everything to look natural, but you have to go with your natural body contours and like silhouettes. But don't go too heavy. You gotta be careful, especially if it's dark like this. So start from the top. You see that inner crease right here? We're gonna go lightly along that and then down the nose. Use whatever's left over. And then I blend it out on the sides. This is how you get that natural contour itself. How everything looks natural. I feel like without it, my makeup didn't look as natural, but now, not a lot of people can tell I have makeup on a little bit. Unless you know. The girls who know. This brush with your foundation on it, like I kind of like that, because helps blend it in, but you don't want to blend it in obviously too much where you can't see lines. I just do the sides so it's not as harsh. I'm gonna do blush. I'm going for like a calmer look today, so I'm gonna go for a more muted tone of red, kind of like a burgundy-ish. Like just tap it and tap this, maybe like tap into this like once or twice. Here you go up along your cheekbone. The tap, you have to keep moving. Don't stay in the same spot at all. I literally base everything off of what I wear. So like if I'm wearing, I'm probably gonna wear like gold jewelry, so, or like a bronzy jewelry. So I'm gonna go in probably like with this one today. I brush lightly because you don't want that too heavy. So lightly. This is the key, guys. This is the key for a natural look. So use whatever color you're using, whatever shimmer or whatever. Lightly tap it again. Well, not really light, but y'all saw that. Right here, I lightly tap it. You kind of follow the line of whatever your, I guess, eye shape is for the eyelid. It's a light, but look, it gives like a natural glow appearance from the front. A little bit of whatever's left. Well, I just retapped it. Anyways, on your brow bone, on the outside of your brow bone. Don't go too crazy or too heavy. You don't want the lines to connect either, like everything. Oh, with the flow. Okay, and then just going for any final touches. So then what I do at the end, set it first with the e.l.f. setting spray again. It's really important for a good melt. If you don't have a good melt, then it's not gonna look good. I use the Ben Nye Final Seal. I just spray it up because directly, and I just touch anything else up with my brush, because it can make it really sticky. Right here on my eyes, so yeah, you know, because you don't want your eyes to crease onto them, so gives a glowy look, but you don't want to look too glowy, so let's see. Tap. Make sure everything's blended. Quick, I forgot the finishing touches, so I'm trying to rush. So I put mascara on the bottom eyes, the bottom. Okay. So then what I do, go with the lip liner, brown lip liner. It's just outlining my lips. So, and then what's key too for like, I don't know, like an ombre, kind of go right here. I just got this from the 99-cent store, so I don't know color or where. Just get a regular brown lip liner. And then I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This is the Fenty Heat Lip Gloss in the color Hot Chocolate Heat. They have one without the heat in it, so. Yeah, that's the lip look I do. Alright, give it a second. Let me get dressed and I'll get back to y'all. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. This is what it looks like, especially in like, what's it called? I don't know, with everything else on. Period. Different vibe, different vibe. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is how I do my everyday makeup. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at MiaAlexis. Subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you're aware whenever I post a new video. I'll see you guys on the next one.